We're back with another fly tying tutorial. This week we are tying a fly called the Holy Grail. This is a great caddis emerger. You can swing it as a soft tackle, you can dead drift it as a nymph, but you can tie it in different colors for the body. I'm just going to go with the basic one, which is a hare's ear body using hairline, hare's ear dubbing. I'm tying this on a size 16 hook. You're going to use basically a curved hook. I have a tungsten bead, and let's get started. So when you start this fly, I have it in the vise with the hook kind of pointed up a little bit, and that is on purpose for when I get to the end, because you have to wrap some partridge around the front, and it's just a little bit easier on these curved hooks with it pointed up like that. And also to note, you want to leave almost like a bead length behind the eye of the hook, like that, for the very end. You can use the back of your bead to gauge where you want to stop and just start wrapping your thread back. So I lay down a nice thread base, and then we'll grab some thin flash tinsel, and we're going to use this as the rib on the dubbing. Alright, so we'll get this flash tied in. And just wrap it down to the back of the hook. Now we will take some hairline, hare's ear dubbing, alright, so once you get your dubbing on your thread, we will just kind of taper that. Start small and then taper it up the hook. Build it up a little bit thicker and thicker, and you want to make sure you don't get too far up the hook, because you have to stop and leave room for the bead to slide back, because we're going to jump the thread over the bead, and we're also going to put some pheasant tail in there. So once you get to your stopping point like that, where you still got room to slide your bead back, you can go ahead and go forward with the flash and just kind of do some wraps up forward, leaving a little space in between each wrap. Give it a nice segmented body. And tie it off. Okay, once you have your flash secured, tied in, we'll go ahead and take some pheasant tail. Let's cut off about 4 or 5 strands of that, and we'll tie that in just behind the bead there. So we'll get that tied in on top. Still have plenty of room there in front of the bead. We'll take just another tiny bit of dubbing. Kind of cover our thread wraps there. And then we'll push our bead back and jump the thread over the very top of it to the front of the hook. that. And then we'll use this pheasant tail to go over the top of the bead and cover up our thread. Alright, so we're about 99% done with this fly. We are going to take a little piece from our partridge skin, just peel it off, and then we'll peel off the fluffy fibers. So it looks like that. Then we'll push them all back and tie it in from the tip. Okay, once you have that tied in, we'll take our hackle pliers and we'll do basically one wrap, maybe a wrap and a half around the fly. Kind of push the fibers back. And so we'll go a wrap and a half. And we'll tie that in. And that is usually the hard part of this fly. It's easy to break these partridge feathers. Okay, so once you have that tied in, we'll kind of push things back and just clean up the front here. Flip off the couple that don't want to go back. And now we are ready to whip finish it and glue it. Okay, so using this red thread, you get a nice hot spot at the front. Super cool looking fly, works really well. Like I said, you can fish it under an indicator, you can swing it like a soft hackle, you can twitch it with like a Euro rod, tight line it, dry dropper setup under a big caddis, throw this under that, catch fish like crazy. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment on the next fly you want to see tied. We'll see you on the next one.